A month and a half ago, Spider-Man, exclusively for the PS4, dropped, and in my opinion, it's the best game to come out this year. What's good, everyone? It's your boy Jake here, back on YaBoiJake with a review for Spider-Man. The story in this game is incredible. The relationship with Peter Parker has with some of the main characters such as MJ, May, and Miles are crazy. The villains Parker faces in this game are crazy too, especially the main ones. Honestly, I don't think this story could get any better. From taking down Kingpin's goons in Act 1 to going against the Demon Gang in Act 2 to pretty much going against fucking everything in Act 3, the story keeps you hooked in the game just as much as that gameplay does. Now, the gameplay is exactly what I expected coming from Insomniac Games. It is very fast-paced and energetic. The way you move in the overworld reminds me of Sunset Overdrive and an Infamous, also made by Insomniac Games. In the overworld, there are lots of fast travel spots, but honestly, I had more fun swinging from building to building to the places I needed to go than even if they were on the other side of the map. It didn't matter where they were. Alright, but that combat system though, this combat system is fire. Alright, I thought I was gonna get bored stopping crimes and taking down bases and shit, but the combat system kept me motivated to keep completing them. And I'm telling you, man, these boss fights are fucking fire. They crazy though. Okay, going against a bunch of Spider-Man's arch enemies is some of the most fun boss fights I've had to go against in a while. Each boss fight has you do something different to take down the enemy, and as for the stealth missions, people didn't like them, and I didn't have a problem with them. They weren't that bad. I liked them in the game because they kind of gave me a break from that fast-paced gameplay. Alright, now something that I wasn't expecting in the game was the amount of customization, okay? There's so many suits, special abilities, perks, and gadgets Spider-Man can equip, and these suits are some of those badass Spider-Man suits I've ever seen. Alright, and these gadgets be super useful in missions, and the special abilities are crazy when fighting several enemies at once. Oh my god, they're so useful, because sometimes this game can get ridiculous with how many enemies it puts against you. Alright, but real talk though. The reason I slept on this review for so long was I was waiting for that Spider-Man, the City That Never Sleeps, the heist, that very first Spider-Man DLC to drop. Dropped last Tuesday, streamed it. This DLC took me about 3 hours to beat, and that was only about, I believe it was 89% completion, about there. So on average, it's about probably 4 hours to 100% completed. And honestly, I loved the DLC. I know a lot of people were pissed off because there's a season pass, but like it's like completely extra from the story. It's extra content. Do I support DLC and paying for it? No, I think you should get the full game, but at the end of the day, it's not something that affects the main story whatsoever. Only thing I didn't like was that final mission was just bullshit, okay? All Sable weapons, plus 5 enemies had RPGs, and 2 of them were the big-ass buff enemies with miniguns, okay? And Sable weapons are busted. They are fucking broken, okay? It took me like 30 minutes, 5 or 6 tries, 30 minutes to beat this mission, alright? Come to find out, Sable RPGs are homing too. I didn't even know that. So bullets and missiles were just flying everywhere. And yeah, like I said, it took me about 5 or 6 tries. It's about half an hour to beat this one mission. And I basically had to wait for my super to recharge so many times and just be patient, but I eventually beat it. At the end of the day, other than that final mission, it's a great expansion to a great game, alright? But overall, Insomniac killed this shit. The story is great, the gameplay is crazy fun, and honestly, don't have a problem with the game. Like all games, I experienced a few glitches here and there, but nothing game-breaking. Like when I was doing, I believe it was a stealth mission, and I was going to take down the last enemy, and no, it was a challenge mission, and I was going to take down the last enemy, and the guy was like halfway through the building, because I couldn't find him for like 5 minutes. I was like, where the fuck is this fucker? And he was half of his body was in the building and half of it was on top. And as I go to kill this fucker, I get sniped. So that pissed me off. But honestly, man, Insomniac created a masterpiece. And anyone that doesn't have a PS4, they're missing out on one of the best games of 2018, man. They need to get a PS4 now, alright? Spider-Man gets a 10 out of 10 from me. Recommended to any gamer, even if that, like I said, even if it meant they had to buy a PS4 to play it. It's worth that $60. And that season pass is worth the $25 too. I can't wait to, play the DLC that comes out this month, or not this month, it's October, but November. I'm recording this on the 30th of October. It's probably going up in the beginning of November. So DLC in November and the DLC that comes up December. All right. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. It's your boy Jake signing off.